Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Awaken Healings with Jess. This is going to be a weekly energy bump update just for the week of 15 January through, I'm getting the 25th of January. That's what my guides are asking me to forecast for. Before we get started, I'm just going to sage my space. And let's just check in real quick. Thank you. So my spirit guides have asked me to do a weekly energy bump update, if you will, for the 15th through the 25th of January. It's an interesting time period, but I feel like this is a great time to sort of check in. It's mid-month, just to kind of see what's going on overall with the collective. I'm going to focus more on the healing messages that's coming through. I feel like we're being called to connect spiritually with our spirit guides and with ourselves within the collective, all right? So I'm going to start off with a regular Rider-Waite tarot deck. I haven't used this deck in a while, but they were calling to me, and I felt highly compelled to work with the tarot tonight. I'm also going to be working with the Shamanic Oracle deck as well as the Native Spirit deck. And on standby, I have the Journey of Love Oracle, the Nature's Whispers Oracle, and the Archangels Oracle deck. So I have kind of a lot that's lined up for you, but I am being called to do this 3-card spread setup, focusing on past issues, the current energy, and the potential future outcome. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, this is an overall energy bump more for us to connect spiritually as a collective group. Let's see what we have. I feel like there's a lot of inner healing taking place. There's a lot of self-reflection, self-introspection coming through. Sitting in your recent past is the Empress card reversed. Present energy is 5 of Swords reversed, and potential future outcome is 6 of Cups reversed. So I feel like there's a lot of healing, a lot of letting go of the past, a lot of walking away from arguments and choosing to focus on your own personal abundance. The Empress is all about creative energy, abundance. She's the nurturer. She's the ultimate creator of all things. I'm getting someone is struggling with infertility issues, and you're taking steps to go through in vitro is what I'm hearing, but there's a struggle with infertility, and this is something that's been on your mind heavily. I feel like you're letting go of any previous stress around it, previous past ideas, past dreams, or just preconceived notions. I think you're letting go of a lot of things that you were hanging on to, and you're now going to allow yourself to move forward and conceive successfully. I can't give you a timeline, that I don't know, but I'm hearing all is well. So that's a specific message. For many of us, we are walking away from things that no longer serve us. We are, this is 2020, January of 2020, new year, new you, new decade. I feel like this is all about us getting into alignment with our true selves, with our authentic selves, and this is us choosing to walk away from things that no longer serve us. I feel like this is us right now in the current energy, and we're choosing to just walk away from people, things, and situations that no longer serve us. Some of you may feel like you've had to always be the one to get the last word in, have the last say in the situation, but you're realizing that's not the most healthy mindset or behavior to portray. And I feel like that has not served you well in the past, and I think you're learning from it and you're growing from it, and you're choosing to say, you know what, I don't always need to be right. I don't always need to have the last say. It's no longer worth my time and energy. It's circular argument. I'm making more enemies than friends, and you're choosing to turn over a new leaf. And I feel like, you're now in a position where you can say, I'm taking my sword and I'm going home, or I'm going in another direction that doesn't involve you and does not involve the continuance of this conversation. So I do get the sense that this is a lot of us changing our perspectives and how we interact with people and how we're presenting ourselves in our new future. I feel like also we're letting go of things from the past. This is the card of nostalgia. This is also the card of forgiveness. So some of you may be struggling with forgiveness. Sometimes if it's in the reverse, this means obstacles, challenges, resistant to changes. So I feel like maybe some of you are like, okay, look, you're making you're making a change in communication, and I feel like this is you getting more into alignment and getting more comfortable with extending apologies as well as accepting apologies, because sometimes the Six of Cups reverse is all about forgiveness. Six of Cups reverse could also mean that you're stuck in the past. So I feel like some of you may be holding on to the past a bit longer than is necessary or healthy, and it's keeping you stuck in a certain loop. And I think once you gain that clarity and perspective on how to move forward from it, this will go upright. The Six of Cups will go upright, and you're going to be thinking about only happy memories from the past. This card is also about divine timing, and I feel like because some of you may be stuck in old habits, old patterning, you may be preventing new opportunities that are coming in that are divinely guided. So this is about you taking steps to pause and reflect and take a moment to really look at what's going on with ourselves, and how we interact with others, because we can potentially be blocking this creative energy, right? So the Empress really is all about creating a new future, creating new habits, new patterns, new abundance. But if we're not properly aligned with it, and if we're not ready to receive this gift of abundance, then it's not going to come in. We're going to inadvertently block this from happening, meaning we're standing in our own way. So we do need to really get out of our own way in order to allow this card to come in fully and freely. All right, so that's a great question for you to ask yourselves, particularly with this card, the challenge card. You're now realizing what you were doing that was preventing you from forward movement and from success within yourself, success with your relationships, and just success with opportunities. I think you're realizing that, how you used to conduct business and how you used to communicate in the past is no longer working for you. It's not serving your highest good, and you're doing more harm than good. So I feel like this is realization, self-realization about showing up in a new way, showing up in a more compassionate and authentic manner. And I think you're going to find that people are going to resonate with you better, and that this really is going to be a game changer for you for the better. And it's really going to help bring in this Empress energy into full bloom and full fruition into your life. Okay, so up next is I have the Shamanic Oracle deck. I'm going to go ahead and flip the cards again, past, present, and future energies, and let's just see what comes through. Ooh, fire. The drum. The spiral. Interesting. Yeah. So I feel like with the fire reversed, that this is about you going within and tapping into your sacral chakra energy, tapping into that fire within and understanding what's really going to ignite that fire in your belly. We also just exited Sagittarius season, which is represented by fire as well. And this is all about the creative spark, the motivation, the passion to move forward with a passion project, or just to regain the passion for life. Maybe some of you are feeling a little bit burnt out. Maybe some of you are feeling like that fire, that excitement has diminished or is being extinguished. But the question is, Are you extinguishing that fire, or is someone else external to you extinguishing that fire? But either way, this is about you getting in touch with that inner passion, that inner fire that's going to ignite you to move forward with passion and gusto for the next phase of your life. Are you working on a new project? Are you looking for a new job? Are you looking for a new circle of friends? Are you looking for a new romantic love interest, new romance? But this is about you getting excited about life in general and getting into alignment with that fire energy in your belly. Up next is the drum. I feel like what I'm hearing is moving to the beat of your own drum. Yeah. And in shamanism, the drum is a very sacred instrument that allows us to connect with the spirit world. And, this is how we get synchronized within ourselves and with the energy of the higher power, so that way we can communicate with our spirit guides and receive the messages that our spirit guides need us to receive. So I feel like when you're in alignment with yourself, everything is just drumming along. I feel like this is finding your own battle rhythm. This could be a personal rhythm. This can be sort of maybe like a theme song for your life. But yeah, we all have a power song, like a lot of athletes do that. When they're going to work out or when they're going to, play an important game, they listen to their power songs. They listen to their power music. That's their rhythm. And I feel like that empowers them to be their best, to do their best, and to exceed their own personal expectations. So what I'm getting here is this is a time for you to find out what your own personal drum beat is. And it's going to be different for every single one of us. But in order for you to find your own rhythm, you have to go within and understand what's going to make you happy, what's going to excite you. Because this passion, this fire is going to ignite your excitement, and it's going to help design your drum beat for your life. Okay, this is about how you're going to move forward with all of your interactions, and how you're going to conduct business in your life, and how you're going to live your life. What is your theme song? What is your drum beat? This really is personal for you, and this is personal empowerment. But yeah, what is your theme song is what I'm getting. And lastly, that's going to move you forward with the spiral. So this is coming through because we're starting new cycles. The new cycles are spinning. Life is all about cycles. That's how we move energetically and spiritually through life. Here in the 3D and in the spirit world. In the spirit world specifically, time is non-linear. It's cyclical. It moves in cycles. And we are just starting a new year. So we're taking a new turn of the spiral. And we're moving forward. What I'm seeing here is forward movement. It's like us just moving on through, with our future. And there is a sense of forward movement. Out here represents the entrance of a tunnel, if you will. The entrance of the beginning. And you just keep going and going and going. And as the spiral gets smaller and smaller and smaller, means the further inside you're going, the more progress you're making, more forward movement you're making in your life, in your journey, in your cycle. But yeah, this is all about new beginnings, and how you move through this cycle will be guided by your drum beat. And this drum beat, again, will be determined by your passion for life. Absolutely. And all this passion for life is going to be inspired by you getting out of the past, releasing what no longer serves you, moving forward, onward and upward in a new way, in a new rhythm. Yeah, this is exciting, but the past is in the past. You've got to forgive the past. You've got to forgive whatever happened and let it go. Learn your lessons of the past and grow from it, and take those lessons forward with you, because you're going to be a stronger, happier, more enlightened and wizened person, if you will. But you can't I think you're coming to the realization that you can't keep turning back and looking back into the past, into the glory days. Oh, back in the day, I used to do this and that. I used to be such and such. Okay, well, you used to. That's wonderful. Carry the positive messages of that, and what were the lessons? Take the lessons forward. Who are you now? Who are you becoming? That's the question. Who are you becoming? What's your new power song? Because I guarantee the power song of back in the day is not going to be the power song of today or tomorrow, right? So this is about you, again, finding your rhythm, and it's very personal. All right, let's check in with the native spirit and see what we have going on. Oh, wow, interesting. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, the first card in your past position is Tracker. I feel like this is the card of scattered mindedness. You know, the message here is saying focus on one goal. You have a lot of ideas, you have a lot of choices, you have a lot of things that you want to, move forward towards and accomplish. But when the Tracker card comes in, the message is, okay, pick one thing. Pick the one thing that's important to you and focus on that and do it well. And once that's accomplished, then you can move forward to the next thing on your list, and so forth and so forth. But this is about whittling down your priorities, scoping your life, essentially. It's narrowing the scope, because you don't want to be too broad. So now it's time to be like, all right, what's really important to me? What's going to be worth my time, energy, and resources to focus on? This is about getting laser focused on your goal and executing it, but executing it well, okay? And following your intuition. Because what I'm hearing is when animals track in the wildlife, for example, it's all about patience. When they track, they're not looking for a whole herd of buffalo, for example. They're looking for the one perfect buffalo to charge at, to go after. Because that's dinner, right? That's survival. But the skills of the tracker are to remain patient, to remain steady, to remain calm, and keep going forward with their goal. And it's the one goal in mind, and it's to come home with food, to come home with the perfect kill. It's not about overkill, right? It's about the one thing. So what is that one thing that's sparking you? What is the one thing that's doing this? That's lighting the fire in your belly? What is that one thing? That's what you're being asked to focus on. Because I guarantee you, once you lock on it, this energy, the reverse energy of fire, is going to go upright. Full blaze, full ignition. Yeah, you're going to be inspired to move forward and be like, all right, y'all, here I am, and this is what I'm doing, and I'm going forward to accomplish the things that I'm setting out to accomplish. Your next card coming in your present energy is White Buffalo. This is a beautiful card. This is a big, powerful message of abundance. I feel like some of you may have a mindset of scarcity, that there's not enough, but the universe is coming in to say no more of that thinking. Abundance is here. You are being provided for. You are being divinely guided. And in the Lakota Sioux tradition, white buffalo is an extremely sacred animal. It's an extremely sacred symbol for abundance. And this is letting you know that the universe has your back, and the universe is providing for you, and there's more than enough to go around. So the legend has it is that white buffalo calf woman appeared to two Sioux warriors. And this was during a great famine and a great drought within the tribe, and food was extremely, extremely scarce. And folks were just downtrodden, and they didn't know how long it was going to be until their next meal. And the bison weren't around, the buffalo weren't around. The food supply was extremely thin at that point in time. So an elder had asked a couple of warriors to go out and hunt and bring food back. Well, they hunted far and wide, and they were just about to give up. And they were out for days. They were out for days, and they just weren't too sure if they were going to be successful in this endeavor. But a white buffalo calf woman appeared to them, and she says, "Fear no more. I will provide for you." And her symbol was the white calf, was the white buffalo calf. So this animal appeared in the distance, and the more wily of the two warriors haphazardly shot an arrow at it. Immediately when that happened, that warrior was struck down by lightning and died. White buffalo calf appeared to the second warrior, and she says, no, no, no. This animal is sacred. You will not bring harm to this animal. Go home and share this message with your tribe. You will be rewarded for your grace and for your integrity. So he went back empty-handed, and he didn't know how he was going to break the news to the tribe and to his elders. He told the story, and lo and behold, buffalo started walking by, and the people were saved. They were able to eat and to nourish themselves and to renew their clothing with the hide and renew their weapon supplies with the bones. So there's a big moral of the story here is abundance. Abundance is here for you. It's around the corner. Don't doubt it. You are being divinely guided and taken care of. This is a big message, okay? So I feel like because this is sitting in the present energy, this is about having a lack mentality, maybe an energy of scarcity. Maybe some of you are struggling financially and you're like, gosh, we're falling behind on bills, things are overdue, we overspent too much in the Christmas holidays, we're getting back on our feet. So there may be some of that. This could also represent spiritual poverty. Maybe some of you haven't really been as diligent as you'd like to with your spiritual practices, and you're feeling out of alignment, out of connection with spirit and with your spirit guide teams. So this is a card saying, look, all is well. Settle in, relax, trust the universe, trust the timing, because everything is going to be provided for you. Everything that you need is coming in for you in divine timing and order. Just trust and have faith, because it's going to work itself out. And your last card is the prayer feather in reverse. And I feel like this is all about self-love and taking care of yourself and trusting yourself. So prayer feathers in the native tradition can be used to send prayers up into the wind to the ultimate creator. It's coming in reverse because I feel like some of you, again, I'm getting spiritual poverty. I feel there's spiritual disconnectedness. But this is a reminder to say to come back to yourself. Come back to yourself, forgive yourself, and love yourself. And with the prayer feathers, this is about you taking a moment to align with your truth, with your goals, with your desires, and sending them up to the ultimate creator, sending them up to the divine. So the native tradition tend to decorate feathers, and as they're decorating the feathers, they're filling the energy with intention, with prayerful intention, so that way when they hang, I'm going to show this upright. So when they hang the prayer feathers from a branch or from a bush, they're going to, flap in the wind, and as the wind, moves these feathers about, the wind is carrying their prayers and messages up to the divine. Okay, so this is the message. I feel like this is a card of healing. I feel like this is a card of reflection and of introspection, and this is about you taking the time to determine what your prayers are, and ask your spirit guides for assistance, and then ultimately send them up into the wind. But I feel like either you're blocking this power, you're blocking your connection with spirit. Yeah, I feel like I'm hearing get back to the mat. For some of you yogis out there, get back to the mat. Get back to meditating, journaling. Some of you, I'm hearing art projects. And it could be art projects dealing with the chakras. Focusing on which chakra feels blocked to you. What is it that you want to work on? What is it that you want to intend your energy towards? Yeah, all of that is the message of the prayer feather card. And this is about you really just getting quiet and getting into alignment with yourself and redefining what your truth is and what it is that you want to manifest for this new cycle. So, oh my gosh, gorgeous reading. Yeah, so this almost feels complete. I'm going to pull a message from the Archangel deck and see what the angels would like to share with you all. Yeah. So 2 cards popped out. Just a moment. Clairaudience and chakra clearing. First card is from Archangel Zadkiel for clairaudience. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. Yeah, absolutely. I really do feel that this is about clearing the clutter, clearing this. This could also be inner struggle, personal struggle with yourself, being indecisive. But yeah, this is about listening to the spiritual downloads that you're hearing yourself or that you're getting from external sources. Perhaps this message, perhaps this video is part of this clairaudience card for some of you. Okay? But yeah, it's about noticing the loving guidance you hear inside your mind and from other people. Chakra clearing, this is coming in from Archangel Metatron. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Yeah, so again, I feel like that's going along with the prayer feather card. This is about doing the meditation and the work to block the energies. But I mean, this is a great thing to do to reestablish your physical balance. Maybe some of you should consider Reiki treatments. You know, go see a Reiki practitioner who can help unblock some of those blocked energies. Shamanic healing is a very powerful and useful method of healing to not only clear chakras, but to also piece back together parts of your soul that have been lost. So that's usually done through a ceremony called soul retrieval. It's to bring back pieces of the soul that's been lost through trauma, usually going back to our childhood, and it's a method to make us whole again. So yeah, I feel like this is really all about healing, but interesting messages that are coming through. I'm going to pull a card from the Journey of Love Oracle, and then I'm going to pull one last card from the Nature's Whispers. So Journey of Love Oracle, ooh, becoming, and it's coming in reversed. Yeah, I feel like this is you redefining yourself, and you're redefining what that's going to look and feel like. This is about you letting go of the past, letting go of past behaviors, past stories, old patterning that used to serve you once upon a time, but it's not going to work now in 2020 at all. I feel like this is you really doing the healing work to make yourself whole, to come back to center, to integrate your core wounding and past wounds into a integrated and more holistic, healed version of yourself. But this is about you stepping into who you are, into your new authenticity. But it's coming in reverse because this is a process that's happening. This is you stepping in to a newer version of yourself. And lastly, from Nature's Whispers, ooh, be your best self always. And this one's also coming in reverse. So I feel like, again, this is all about redefining who you are, what your best self means to you, and stepping it up. You know, I feel like this is going right along with the drum beat, defining your power song. Because I feel like once you have your theme song for lack of a better way of describing it, that's going to be sort of your personal mantra, and that's going to really motivate you to really just be your best self, right? Yeah, but I'm going to show this upright because it's a really beautiful card. I love the colors and the imagery of this card. It's gorgeous. But yeah, this is amazing. I mean, look at that. Look at all that water, that following your intuition, following your emotions, flowing with what makes you feel good. You know, you have all the green representing, heart space energy, heart chakras, opening it up, healing the heart space, and just moving forward with things that make you feel good and bring true joy to yourself. Because when you're in alignment with that energy, you will be your best self always. All right? So, all right, my beautiful awakened ones, thank you so much for stopping by. That feels complete. Have a beautiful January. This is just a mid-month energy bump that I felt compelled to do for the collective. I felt we needed a spiritual healing message to come through to help reunite us as a community and to help reestablish connection with our spirit guides and our spirit team. Remember, your angels are always here to help you. They want to help you. They're on standby. But because we as human beings have free will, they can't step in without our permission. You have to ask your angel team to step in and intercede on your behalf. And it's a very simple request. It's literally just saying, you know what, my guardian angels, I need your assistance with X, Y, and Z. And they will be happy, more than happy to step in to help you out. They literally are on standby, waiting for our request. When we don't request, they have to stand by and watch us stumble and bumble through life. But no more. You now know how to work with your angel team. Your spirit guides are here for you. So I hope this message resonated with many of you. Comment below, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.